next month. So one of the best stories that I know about prosperity and abundance is Kyle McDonald and his red paper clip. You all heard about the red paper clip? Well, Kyle McDonald decided he wanted a home. He wanted a house of his own. And he didn't have any money for that at all. And he was reminded of a game when he was a kid about trading. So he put a red paper clip on, what's its name? No, not eBay, Craigslist. And he said, I have a red paper clip to trade. What will you give me for it? And so in less than a year, Kyle had his house. So I'm going to tell you how that trade went. So a couple of young women answered his Craigslist ad and traded him a fish-shaped pen on July 14th of 2005. And then he went to Vancouver and he traded the same day for a hand-sculptured doorknob from Seattle, Washington. So that was day 2. On July 25th of 2005, he traveled to Amherst, Massachusetts with a friend, and he traded the doorknob for a Coleman camp stove with fuel. And he went to California and traded the camp stove for a Honda generator. And then the fire department gave him trouble about the Honda generator. So he figured that all out and cleared it up with the New York Fire Department so that he could trade the generator for an instant party, an empty keg, an IOU for filling the keg with beer of the holder's choice, and a neon Budweiser sign. Okay? So then on December 8th, he traded the instant party to Quebec comedian and radio personality Michael Barrett for a Skidoo snowmobile. Now remembering that he started with a red paper clip. Okay, so then after the week of that, he traded the snowmobile for a 2-person trip to Yaak, British Columbia. And in February of 2006, he did that. And then January 7th, he traded the second spot on the Yaak trip for a box truck. And then on February the 22nd, he traded the Cube van for a recording contract with Metalworks in Ontario. And then on April the 11th of 2006, he traded the recording contract to Jody Nat for a year's rent in Phoenix, Arizona. And then on April the 26th, he traded the 1 year's rent in Phoenix, Arizona for one afternoon with Alice Cooper. And on about May the 26th, he traded one afternoon with Alice Cooper for a KISS motorized snow globe. And on June the 2nd, he traded the KISS motorized snow globe for a role in a film, Donna on Demand. He traded the part in Donna on Demand for a 2-story farmhouse in Kipling, Saskatchewan. So in less than a year, he had traded his red paperclip to a house in Saskatchewan. Now, that, my friends, is intention. And that's what abundance is about intention. And that's what we teach here, that when you are clear and you trust the workings of the law and the divine, then the law is going to fulfill your intention. So if you have a red paper clip, keep going. So as religious scientists, we believe that the universe is abundant. And this story, I think, just demonstrates how abundant the universe actually is. And when you are clear on your intention, all sorts of magical things happen. And it's the nature of the universe to impart, to give us. And it's our role to accept, just to say yes to the universe, yes to the trade. And it's through our spiritual laws, it's through our affirmative prayer that we're able to state our intention into the law and know that it's going to unfold for us. So, you know, there's a lot of discomfort. It's so funny to me how, as a culture, we want more stuff. We want things. We want to be affluent. We want to be fulfilled financially or fulfilled, and the method and the means is often financial. We want those things, and yet we're uncomfortable about talking about it. We're uncomfortable about speaking it. You know, we live a healthful life. We do the things that we need to live a healthful life, but we don't do the things that we need to live a wealthful life. And just allowing ourselves to know that abundance and prosperity are tools only for coming to a place that we live the life that we choose to live. But we're so uncomfortable about talking about money. We're so uncomfortable about speaking our desires for good and for abundance. And yet it's all part of the Spirit. It's all part of God. Money, abundance, is only God made manifest. It's an energy that allows us to live a life that's full and rich. Stuart Wilde told the story, and I love this. He needed $100,000. And Stuart Wilde is a metaphysical author that has a lot of humor. And he needed $100,000, and he put it into the law. He stated it into the universe that he needed $100,000. And he needed it. He had a date, needed it then. And all of a sudden, $100,000 pinged into his bank account. $100,000 pinged into his bank account. Well, he was really nervous about it, like, where did this come from? And so he went to the bank and they tracked it down, and they couldn't find any way that it had come there. And so he finally decided that that was just what the universe intended for him to have. And he went ahead and spent that $100,000. Now here's the point. It was energy. It wasn't cash dollars that came into his bank account. It was energy. It was the universe pinging into his bank account. So we can all expect the universe to show up for us when we state our intention and know that it's the universe's good joy to give us everything we ask for. But we seem to have a little embarrassment about it, a little hesitance about it, a little, I don't deserve it, or I'm not good enough, or how dare I ask? The truth of the matter is, of course you deserve it. You're divine. You're the essence of the whole entire universe. The universe is abundant beyond measure, limitless. And it's okay to ask. It's okay to actually, as Nick says, demand it. Demand of the universe what you want. It's all right. It's okay to trade a red paper clip for a house. The universe has got all sorts of amazing, incredible ways of fulfilling your intention, fulfilling your desire, allowing you to have the things that satisfy you and allow you to live an expansive life, because you are that expression of the divine, and you deserve to live an expansive, joyful life. All you need to do is ask for it. Just ask. But we tend to be victims of the external world. We think that we're victims of the how we're not good enough, or the economy's bad, or all of the stories that we tell ourselves about our lack. And there's some kind of old-fashioned idea that poverty is noble. I know. Why do we believe that? If we believe in the divine, if we believe in the power of the law, if we believe in the power of affirmative prayer, which we do, we talk about it, if we believe those things, what is the nobility of poverty? What is the nobility of lack? It doesn't make any sense. There's no clarity around it. So, prosperity means to hope, or to go forward hopefully. And prosperity is an attitude of life. Let me say that again. Prosperity is an attitude of life. And you get to choose your attitudes. And when you feel that you're not worthy, the universe says to you, oh, okay, and takes away from you all of the things that would allow you to feel prosperous. It's an attitude of life. And wealth means well-being. So when we talk about wealth, we're really talking about our own well-being, about being in a happy frame of mind, knowing that we deserve to be well, to be happy, to be fulfilled, because when we're fulfilled, we are expanding the divine. We're acting through the divine. So I want to just read to you what Ernest Holmes has to say about prosperity, and divine abundance is forever manifesting in all of my affairs. And this was written, I don't remember, it came from the Holmes Reader on Practical Wisdom. So he says this is Ernest Holmes' affirmation or prayer, if you will, about abundance. Today I accept every good thing to come to me, for I know that divine abundance is forever manifesting itself in my affairs. I'm keeping my whole mind and thought and expectations open to new experiences, to happier events, and to a more complete self-expression. Everything that belongs to the Spirit I accept. Everything that partakes of the nature of divine reality. Oh, let me try it again. Everything that partakes of the nature of divine reality I claim as my own. I identify with success and I prosper in everything I do. As I give thanks for the good now flowing into my life, I gladly share that good with the others. The more I give, the more I receive. I experience a deeper consciousness of peace and security, for I know that I am in the embrace of a warm, loving presence, forever seeking an outlet through me. My cup runneth over. I exist in limitless possibilities. Let me read this last sentence, the sentence that I really like. I experience a deeper consciousness of peace and security, for I know that I am in the embrace of a warm, loving presence, forever seeking an outlet through me. So that's really the essence of a wealthful life, knowing that the divine is seeking an outlet through you. The divine can't do anything except what it can do through you as you. And the divine, the universe, spirit, certainly does not want to live a cramped, mediocre, narrow life. The divine, the universe, wants to live an expansive, joy-filled, powerful, expressive life of exploration and adventure, of happiness. That's how the universe wants to move through you, to live its life through you. It does not choose a cramped, negative, small life to live through you. But if you put that into the law, that's what's going to show up for you. So it's each one of our duties to be great stewards of the divine, to take care of the gifts that the universe has given us, our talents, our creativity, our love, and our expansive well-being. That's our obligation. That's the admission fee that we pay for being here on this lovely, lovely planet that we call Earth. So for all of this week, just allowing yourself to notice the way that abundance shows up in your life. Allow yourself to notice what is coming to you and through you to bless every ounce of life that comes to you. I know you deserve more and more and more. A life of wealthfulness. So I love each one of you. It sounds like we've got kid trouble going on here. Namaste. I love you. So I would invite Kate and Lisa to stand with me. Is there someone with the children?
No.
Oh. Okay. So, are they okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Just join with me as I turn within. As I breathe in that lovely essence that I call God, the breath of life is breathing me. Ethos, enthusiasm, the breath of God. I allow myself to just become aware of all of the rich abundance of the universe, all of the rich abundance of my life. Knowing that I am the divine made manifest. My hands are the hands of God. My feet are the feet of God. My love is the love of God. So I permit myself to move into a more expansive, abundant, whole, expressive essence of the divine. I know that it is my divine right to have all of the good that I long for, all of the good that I seek. There's a limitless supply of all that is good. I gratefully embrace it. I gratefully receive it. I gratefully celebrate it. And so with great joy, with great enthusiasm, I allow the law of abundance and prosperity to go to work for me right this moment, to fulfill my every longing, because my every longing is God's longing. My every desire is God's desire. My every prayer is God's prayer. So with gratitude, with enthusiasm, with joy, I accept it all. And I know that more and more is available to me as I open my life. As I open my life to express all that is good. And I enjoin you to celebrate with me, to declare it done for yourself, to allow yourself to be ever expansive in your life, in your relationships, in your creativity, because that's the nature of the universe, ever expanding. And so I welcome it for myself, and I welcome it for you. And I invite you to own it with me as we declare it done, as we say, and so it is.